Hi guys, this is game 5 at the Great South Waaagh, and we've got Mike v Mike having well, it's basically their AOS Cup rematch on the top table.
Yeah.
So these guys played not long ago. Who won?
Slaanesh.
Funny enough, Mike won, but Slaanesh Mike won, not Bone Mike. So will he have learnt his lesson? Probably not.
So these are only two players that haven't lost a game yet?
Yeah, they're the only two players that haven't lost a game.
So we do have the winner at this table.
The tournament TO's backup army is on table number 2. Just saying.
Yeah, but
it won't be taking any prizes, but when we send the ranking points off, they'll have to be included. It'll look well good. When they've got those like posh lists with everyone's names on, and then it just reads TO's backup army.
Sub army. Played by 3 different people this week.
No, just 2.
Just
me
2?
And Joe. Me and Joe. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to break LLV's stats. Corner going from 40% win rate to like somewhere higher.
Yeah. Somewhere higher.
Somewhere higher. Well, I don't know. Charlie's got the only other corn army here, and it hasn't done too well.
Only 2 corn armies?
Yeah. Not right for you, Simon. You're used to playing like
every
6
week.
Or 7.
Yeah, that's the first 6 months I never played anything but corn armies. See what else we've got on the top table. So we got Skaven corn.
Oh yeah, I'll get the list up.
2.
I'm busy eating nachos at the moment. Probably the best bargain here, like the nachos. Don't know how much they were. Coffee's about £4 for a mini coffee.
Just made of money.
No, it's Henrik, mate.
Henrik.
How's Henrik? So, let's go through Mike's list. Also, the only Bonereaper army not running Nagash today is an individual. He's rolling with Archon, Liege Cavalos with the mighty Arca, whatever it is, trait. Artifact, Helm of the Ordained. A Bone Shaper with God Bone Armour, so that ignores the first wound. And Empower Nadrodite weapons. 40 Mortec Guard, 20 Mortec Guard, 20 Mortec Guard, and a Harvester. And the Mortec Shield Corps.
And Slaanesh.
Slaanesh? Well, you can talk about Slaanesh.
I can talk about Slaanesh because I know it. I have to sell my Slaanesh army because everyone got all teary about playing it.
I didn't get teary.
Bit teary,
you didn't even give me a game, you got scared. Like, shit, if I lose to Corn with Slaanesh, I should give up Warhammer.
I often think that anyway. How do I even zoom in into this?
Just like that. Boom.
Okay, it's a bit of an unusual Slaanesh list really because there's only one seeker in it, one keeper. So it's got seekers. So he'll be running forward, trying to get in the other half of the table to get depravity points. He's got a keeper with the hand, thrill seeker.
What does the hand do?
The hand, if it does wounds, you get wounds back.
So it's like a bitch slap.
It's a bitch slap, yeah. He's got thrill seeker, which I want to say is running charge, but I might be making that up. Thermal cloak and Song of Secrets. He's got the mask. 2 infernal enraptures. 3 units of 5 Hellstriders for his battle line. A massive unit of 20 Seekers.
Has he got anything else in his list?
Well, it looks like he's got a chariot, so we're missing something off that list.
There you go. There you go. Oh, shit. Oh my word.
Oh god.
Yeah, so 5 Hellstriders, 5 Hellstriders, 5 Hellstriders,
20 Seekers, Seeker Cavalades, Supreme Sybarites for the battalions, and Wheels for his endless spell. Oh yeah, and the chariot, he's got a Blade Bringer.
Sweet.
With Hysterical Frenzy, so that's the mob killer. Roll a dice for every model, and a 6 is a mortal wound, I think it is.
Awesome.
A mission, Tim, is Star Strike, is that right?
Yeah, Dark Strike. We're playing in Shimon. Still rain, yeah. Did that just happen? So you, well, they just still rained. How many mortal wounds on them? 12 mortal wounds on those Seekers. Lovely. Because what happens when you let your girlfriend pick the Realmscape features? Because you're too tired. Also wondering if Still Rain's going to go off on table 2 and I'm going to see the end of 40 Plague Monks over there. Joe's just going to roll 6s. One, two, three, and Rick Myhill with Gary Fisher from Solar Wargamers just sat on table 4, and it's Ogres v Ogres.
It is.
Yeah.
No Stonehorns as well. Or maybe, yeah, a mixed list.
Rick said something cool, like when he came over, he said he didn't realise it was such a competitive field, otherwise he would not have brought his Ogres.
We've got quite a reputation for not being very good at this game in our group,
We lure them in, and then when it matters, just smash them.
Just smash them, yeah.
I don't know why there's a leaf in my nachos. Like, it's not even a real leaf, I don't think.
It's a bay leaf, that, mate. It's for flavour. It's a seasoning. Don't eat it. I don't think it's a real leaf.
It's not real food. I pay for food. So what will Mike be doing in his Hero Fish? Should we just say Slaanesh Mike and Bone Mike? So what do you think Bone Mike's doing now?
They are generating his command points and he's doing some magic. Difficult to hear in the noisy hole, to be honest. So he's going to be moving his big massive block of 40 up to grab that centre of objective, I guess, if he can, and then probably just sit there for the rest of the game. What's your feelings, Tim? Who do you fancy? Slaanesh or Bonereapers?
So Slaanesh won last time they played.
It is, yeah.
But then he didn't just take 12 mortal wounds to his Seekers.
He's got plenty more.
Still Rain. How many wounds do they have a pop?
2 each.
2 each.
Yeah.
Still 7 dead.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. 7. And then all that just hiding behind those Mortec guard is going to stop him getting depravity.
He's got flat on his Seeker though, hasn't he? So in theory he can probably get over and smash up.
At least all the Ogre players are going to be happy with Still Rain.
Yeah, they will.
You got like 6-man units. Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
This is where Slaanesh White gets his own back in his hero phase and rolls it, and then they roll 1s and 2s.
So is it a 6 for every unit that's not in cover? Is that right? Yeah.
Roll dice. A 6 plus, you pick a unit. I'll have to double check this in a minute.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's any unit not in cover.
And yeah, you pick any unit, and then you roll under their armour save, and they take that many mortal wounds. So you roll a dice for every model in the unit, and you roll under their armour save.
And your girlfriend picked that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's got a nasty sheet.
Well, I had to veto because she was like, when it was shy, she picked the 6-inch range one. And I was like, no, babe, no one will be happy. No one will want to come.
I'll take the complaints.
Well, we did write the pack like 6 months ago because I actually have like real jobs.
Yeah.
So what is Mike's plan here? Mike, they're both Mike. Okay, what is Slaanesh's plan?
Slaanesh's plan?
Bone and Slaanesh.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a lot quicker.
When it's his turn, what do you think his plan is? Obviously, the objectives don't come down until the next turn.
That's correct. So he's going to have an advantage because he's obviously a lot quicker than the Bonereapers. So I think he'll fancy getting Seekers down size probably. He's got the Thermal Rider Cloak on his keeper, so he'll probably try and get that over the lines and into the back to get it up.
Yeah. You see Arkham's nicely tucked away.
Yeah, but the keeper can probably get over that, I would think.
Oh well, yeah, with the fly and the charge.
Yeah, with the fly and charge.
They run in charge?
I think he's got the running charge, yeah. So I guess the question is going to be, has Slaanesh got enough punch to get through that massive blob at 40? Who knows? Freeze and freeze, innit?
Yeah. Freeze, re-rolling, plus 4 up from the harvester at the back.
Yeah, so I think we'll try and take out.
You have to take out
it's like any death arm. It's like any death army in it. You're going to aim for the heroes, and then hopefully.
Right, it's not a hero. It's
the support.
The support unit. Yeah. I was quite surprised that they wounded on 4s, the old Mortec guard. Serves them right.
Yeah. That's pre-buff though, isn't
Being so good at everything else.
Have you had a lot of experience playing Bonereapers?
Just a couple of intro games with Dan and teaching him how to play, and then today, but I
teaching him or battering him, and then telling him to do that.
He tabled me. I just beat him like 20 odd victory points to 3.
Oh, okay.
He's like, ah!
It's an objective game.
He tabled me, and I was playing pre-FAQ Slaves to Darkness Nurgle, and he still tabled me, and I think I must have scored like 150 odd kill points. That's how good Bone Boys are. Charge 5 knights in, kill about 4 guys to mortal wounds, and then that's it.
And then that's it, yeah, then they come back.
And then one of the lads that has got Bonereapers here, I played him with the TO's army, and I just got the double turn, 3 Bloodthirsters into the gash, see you later.
Yeah.
Harvester was gone, the gash was gone. Oh, it's Slaanesh's turn.
I mean, look at the movement on these Seekers, it's insane. He's going to literally cover the board.
Also a big thing with Star Trek is taking the next priority.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the middle one comes down, but in turn 3 you almost want to come second, don't you?
Yeah.
With more objectives on the board.
I think Slaanesh is normally happy to go second anyway in most cases, because obviously if you're moving forward even a little bit, there's a good chance you can get first charges in.
Yeah.
As you can see with the Seekers that have literally just covered the entire board.
This is quite funny. Gary's a good player and he's playing Rick Myhill at the moment, but it's just such a cool battlefield.
Yeah.
Ogres v ogres.
Yeah, it's a cool looking face, I think. There's quite a lot of ogres here actually, isn't there?
Yeah.
A lot of ogres actually. And they're doing alright, they're all. I've seen a few knocking around about the top 10 tables.
Yeah, there's quite a few ogre armies. I'll have to pick them out. You can tell everyone what's going on with Slaanesh.
Yeah, well, Slaanesh is just piling up, really. So the whole Striders are getting right in the faces. So.
Roster. So we got Ironef, Gloomspite, Stormcast, Iron Jaws, Gloomspite, Zinch, Fett, Farsays. It's where are all the ogres? Right, there you go. 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Not that many then?
4.
Yeah.
Still going. 5. 5 ogre armies.
It's a fair representation then. Anything that we don't have?
Anything we don't have?
No, I've not seen any Sylvaneth.
Yeah. 3.
There's 3 Sylvaneth. Seraphon?
1.
1, okay. Overlords. I've seen no
there's no overlords. I'd love to see some overlords.
Yeah.
It's just because they're all a bit. Some of the players might be a bit whiny because a couple of years ago overlords were the best, and now they're sat where they should be in the game, about 50%.
Yeah.
I mean, like, people moan about them, but I'm like, well, you do better than corn armies. You just don't win tourneys because about 1% of people play them, and I think they're awesome.
I do like them. They're a cool army,
Yeah.
especially they're really cool looking.
They're cool looking.
See, this is what we're talking about
They've
with the
got
speed
some
of
cool
Slaanesh.
effects.
Look,
Yeah.
that Seeker's just cover the entire border, going straight in
Smash.
and clip the side.
So he's probably looking to pin the Bonereapers here so that he can take the middle objective when it comes down.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how the Bonereapers would get to Slaanesh's side to grab that.
They're pretty straight. They can command point like that extra move, can't they? Or is that? I don't know if that was Petrifex. There goes the phone. So by the end of turn 1 we're going to look at some dead stuff, which is much better than the last video, even though the last video was the time we had the good commentary because we had Joe. So
yeah,
we've got my semi-tactful insight on game 3. Game 2 was 0 tactical insight and just me chatting shit with Matt, and you probably can't even work out what's going on with the game.
Yeah,
and that was probably one of the highest level games. So there's Dan Arnold's IMF versus Eric's Big Waaagh. But Eric's not well stayed. Dan's here. He is. He's dropped down because he lost to Henrik in his last game.
Was it the orange IDNF of a million years?
In his last game, he lost to Henrik, the German assassin.
Yeah.
He's sneaky. Come in, crush them. So no, they're not very good. Wind launcher.
Yeah.
But like you said, it was a very tight game.
Yeah.
Like if he hadn't taken the double turn where he was like delete a unit, he wouldn't have. He would have lost the game.
I think he said on IDNF's third turn they killed 80 rats, which is not a bad effort at all. So yeah, I mean this keeper's getting through that unit.
It's nice to see Henry's back on table 2 now. So actually, table 2 to 2, 3, 4. And 5, table 2, 3, 4 and 5 are all playing for 2nd and 3rd place.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because everyone's lost the game, yeah?
They've all only lost 1 game, top table. So all of these guys, so at least 3 guys here, plus one of the mics, will be 4 and 1.
Yeah.
There'll only be 1 5-0 player here today.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Assuming this is not a draw.
Yeah.
Are you pleased with how the tournament's gone then, Tim? I know you put a lot of work into this, mate.
Well, yeah, as long as it's like a... Well, we've got 1 5-0, so I don't even have to do maths.
No, it's a bit different from...
I mean, I rely on the technology to do the maths for me, but...
It's a bit different from your first one when you had 6 players at Entoyment.
Oh yeah, it was like 6, then it was like 9, then it was 12 for meeting engagements, Then we sold out, 24.
Yeah, we sold out, yeah. It's getting bigger and bigger.
It's always the same, it's like the guys need to just get out, go and play games with other people, go to other people's tourneys.
Paint your armies.
Paint your armies, yeah. You all had a moan, so maybe paint your armies. Yeah, but how much better did you feel? You've got what? How many armies you got painted now?
Well, I've got 1 3/4.
1 3/4. Mike, we're still in the combat phase. So some stuff's gonna die. But if you can see, Slaanesh Mike has only just tagged those bone boys to minimise the amount of attacks that they can get off into his fiends. Are these fiends?
These are Seekers.
Seekers, right,
Yep.
what are they like?
They're extremely quick. They get...
what are they like in fighting?
Yeah, they're not bad, they're alright. They're
Will they kill any Mortec guard?
They won't kill many. Well,
Joe's smiling, maybe he just rolled a 6 and we'll go and find out, see if he's still reigned Henrik's 40 plague monks.
Oh, I'll tell a lie, actually, I think they're Health Striders, so they almost certainly won't kill the Bonereapers. So, rolling to see where the star comes in now. Yeah, what's going down on table 2?
Basically, Joe has gone double turn or die.
Wow.
So he's charged forward, he's killed some stuff. If he gets the double turn, he'll probably kill a lot more stuff.
And then that's
if
game, yeah.
he doesn't get a double turn, all his stuff dies. That is Skaven versus Khorne.
That's my kind of tactics. The stars come in, just off centre.
Yeah, just off centre, yeah.
And
right in front of those 20 Striders?
Yeah, Seekers.
Seekers, 20 Seekers.
Yep, and Slaanesh is taking the start of turn 2.
Sweet.
So we're 20 minutes in and this has already got further than the last game, which is good.
Yeah, oh mate. Yeah, I think people should be able to just go nose inch versus Bonereapers.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't work, does it?
It's tough.
David came over earlier, he said it took 40 Hearthguard to kill 10 horrors.
Yeah.
40! But then it took 21 eels to kill his 40 Hearthguard. So next time we'll probably set up a second cam, but as you can see, well you can't see, but you can see they've both got their thinking faces on. Cogs are turning and smoke's coming out.
Yeah.
And we're going through Slaanesh Mike's hero phase. So take it, so Slaanesh Mike must have won priority and taken it.
Yeah, Slaanesh did win priority.
With that switched on, we've dun 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 dun.
Going to be rolling for his command points, is that right?
Yeah, so they're discipline points.
Discipline points. So do you do that at the start of the game turn then, yeah? You don't do it at the start of your turn?
Start of the battle round.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, because obviously there'll be defensive ones or whatever you want to spend, yeah?
But there is some cool things like, no one runs giants, you run a giant, you can pick up that guy in the unit that can use those discipline points and stuff him in your bag. That is the guy.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, or Star Drake. You can pick out 3 models, can't you?
Yeah.
Split out. Who else can do little picks like that to pick apart Bonereapers' little discipline guys?
Yeah, just pick out the sergeants. Put him in your bag, because I've seen hundreds of giants here. There's loads of them. Yeah, loads of them.
Not a single giant.
No, not a single giant. I don't think I've ever seen a giant, but that's going to change.
He's running a pure troll list. Trog off Hag.
Yeah.
Dan Cold.
Yeah.
The thing is, the only way to make that list better is to drop the Trog off Hag because she's so many points, and you get another unit and 2 fungoids for the same price.
Yeah.
But it's such a cool model, you just have to play it.
Yeah, of course you do. If you're taking the troll army, I don't think you'd care that much.
Well, she doesn't fit in the battalion. Because the rules writers don't like Forge Well for some reason. Example, Greater Demon Corn, can't even remember last time we got an update. Nobody takes it because it's the price of 2 Bloodthirsters, except the TO's backup army on table 2.
Table 2. That's about to smash or be smashed.
But if Henrik took the priority, then it's the end of Joe and it's game over in 7 minutes time.
7 minutes time.
Well, Joe's left all his flesh hounds at the back, and then he's just launched all 3 Bloodthirsters, and he's just gone, fuck it.
He doesn't use Bloodthirsters. I think he's got overexcited, but whatever.
He had a little bit of fun with them yesterday. He won 1 game and he lost 1 game.
Yeah, well, he's bought 4 now, so he must have enjoyed it.
Huh? Has he just bought 4?
He already had 2. He's just bought a Scarbrand, and he's got another one on the way, I believe.
Yeah.
So Slaanesh is just using the Hellstriders now to grab that objective.
Yeah.
Measuring the distance out.
I'm not sure why he's stopping 9 away.
No, neither do I.
I would be pushing, so I'm 6 inches in front of the objective, just clipping it with the base. So that then, if I got charged, there's no way that they can get round, so you deny it for 2 turns. But we'll soon find out.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a plan.
There's a reason they're on table 1.
There's a reason he's on table 1 and we're sat here.
Talking on YouTube. So what are these guys doing? You can tell me.
It's just retreat, and assuming he's retreated out, it must be a gap.
Yeah, retreat out, but can you retreat in charge?
Not that I remember, maybe.
Yeah,
let's check. List. Yeah.
What's Slaanesh advice ever?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've played Slaanesh.
I think you have to buy Slaanesh army now. Not filth, certified by stats.
It's fine now.
Mike. Wrong one. So. What does Seeker Cavalier do? And, well, you know what the Supreme Sever writes, but was the Cavalier battalion given? Oh, I can see why. It's really just pinned all those bone boys in, and it's out whether or not he can hold them back for long enough. Seeker Cavalier.
Piling an attack while 6 inches away from any units and move an extra 3 inch when piling in. I hate it when units can do that.
Like the Unfettered Fury.
Yeah, I hate it. The Witches unit that does it. Hate them.
Sisters of Slaughter.
Hate them.
Hate them. Love them.
Love them.
Love them. Especially if your opponent forgets about it.
Yeah.
Not like me, mate. I reminded you every time. You'll be glad to know, someone I didn't roll hardly any 6s to wound with my incessant rage. We just did nothing.
Oh, well, so save them for when we play.
Well, he's saving all his 6s now for Joe, who is going to table Henrik in.
Was digging around in the box to get something here.
If he's getting dice out.
No, he's getting Daemonettes out.
Is he really?
He is.
Oh no, yeah, that's the mic. I'm just checking which mic. I was like, oh, we've just been chatting for an hour and we're just using the mic that's above the stand. No.
An hour about nothing.
I don't think this mic's doing anything, but if you're watching the video and it makes a big noise. Mike's plan there is obviously to retreat round and then pile in and just trip them and just keep them tagged there, really.
Yeah, I think he's going to hold it and he's trying to keep ball control, isn't he? So obviously he's going to get another star in on his side, which he's definitely going to get, and then in theory he can probably loop round the back and grab the 30.
Well, that depends on party for the next turn. Yeah, like my Slaanesh is forced to take the priority. But in this battle round, you want to give it away because there'll be 2 down. No, this round you want to take it. Next round you want to give it away because there'll be 2 down.
Yeah.
This comes down in your turn. Let's give the battle plan away to someone. I love it the way the last one would have been was the boring game, but had all the tactical insight, and now it's the
just pile in.
Well, no, now it's the Tim and Simon tactical insight of nothing.
Nothing. We literally,
it's obvious. It's just in. He's going to pin those Bonereapers back. He's going to do as much damage as he can. There is limited depravity that you can pick up here, though, is there?
Yeah, it will be because none of his units will be getting it apart from obviously like the heroes.
Yeah, but also
there's not a lot of
multi-wound models.
Yeah,
Bonereapers. They're 1-move models.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got the twin Chantresses that will be generating a couple of points, but so Keeper's gonna fight here, probably try and clear that unit, and then that's gonna give the Bonereapers quite a lot of problems if she's running around the back lines for free.
So what happens? What sort of damage are these Seekers looking to put out?
Well, normally you're fishing for 6s to put through like mortal wounds. So at the minute he's just been putting. It's the claws basically that do the majority of the damage. Yeah. So he's rolled the hand, missed.
Oh.
See, there you go, 5 damage off that.
Yeah.
So he has cleared that unit, which frees up his Keeper to just wander around the back lines now.
Yeah.
Which is obviously not a good thing for the Bonereapers.
And because he's tagged these units here, they can't just slip off. Because if you can just slip a unit off of Mortec Guard and you hit a Keeper, you use that discipline point for the extra rend.
Yeah.
You're going to kill it.
Yeah.
Or you don't even need to do that. What's Keeper safe? 4 up?
Yeah. 4 up. Please. One check.
Oh yeah, so you wouldn't even do that, you just re-roll your saves, let your Keeper try and chew through them.
Yeah, but at the minute everything's pinned in, so she's literally just going to be able to do what she wants. Yeah, 4 up save.
4 up save. Yeah, so you just pile in like weight of dice.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Rend 1, like 5 up save, it's not survivable.
Yeah, so claws they're doing like.
But what's he got? Like he's loaded up those 20 Seekers right behind them, hasn't he? Are they Seekers as well up there?
Yeah, that's his big Seeker unit, isn't it? So I think the smaller units are his Hellblades, who are like his battle line.
Yeah.
Maybe line them up for like a counter charge.
Yeah. see how Matt's getting on with his Zinch. I mean, it is really like level, like the playing field is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people playing for second or third.
Yeah. Got a good mix of armies as well.
You've got Zinch versus something. Let's have a look.
Bonereapers, yeah. Nagash Bonereapers.
Nagash Bonereapers.
Then we've got double ogres. Yeah, Deepkin and Waaagh. Corn Skaven.
Do some quick photos and tweeting.
Yep.
You can chat away. Mel will be here soon, so she can talk about not knowing anything about Warhammer.
Okay, she can talk me through why she picked
So
the realms.
Sounded cool.
Sounded cool.
But on paper, it should.
Yeah, so that's cleared off that unit of Hellstriders, so now hitting on the chariot again with handfuls of dice.
We'll sit down and do some chatting, Elliot. Well, actually, no Bonereapers, and Simon knows Bonereapers, and I can catch up.
Oh, there's a Bonereaper game.
Come and talk us through Bonereapers.
Hello. Oh, it's James.
Simon will catch you up on the game.
Okay, so what's happened?
Yeah, so we're on turn 2. Slaanesh is playing the first round of it.
Yep.
Stars landed just off centre.
Yep.
He's got a keeper that's just wiped out a unit of 20 of the Bonereapers, so he's just stood free now in that corner, which is probably a bit of a problem.
Oh no, those three Bonereapers down here in this corner. Are they still there, or did they get wiped?
They are gone.
They're gone. Oh, that is going to be
off.
an issue now.
Yeah, because she's got like reign over that back line a little bit now.
Yeah.
And we're just finishing off this combat here, so he's wiped out a group of 5 Hellstriders and now just hitting into this chariot.
Yeah.
So you play Bonereapers?
Oh yeah. I love Bonereapers. Of course, I run the Petrifex Elite list, which is what everyone runs.
Yeah.
But I have been trying to run a few different lists. the number one is the Staralac Lords, because I think there's some hidden power there, and I want to run it with Nagash and a load of Stalkers.
Yep.
10 Mortep guards for my battle line. None of the knights, because I do not value the knights at all.
Okay.
They're good for objectives and getting onto objectives, but for 180 points compared for 12 wounds that do less damage than 10 Mortep guards, all you're really buying is the movement 10.
Yeah. So without them, do you think that Bonereapers lack movement then? Or have you got the stuff that can catch, like
Stalkers?
Yeah, just take the stuff.
Stalkers are so incredibly fast if you spend 2 CP on them.
Yeah.
2 relentless disciplines, because they're able to fly, reroll their runs and reroll their charges, and fly with a command point, and then add 3 to their base movement. So they can run. So they move 6, run 5 or run 4 with a good reroll, then add 3.
Yeah.
So that's 14.
Yeah. Okay. So you're moving up the board then.
You're not going to get first turn charge, but then you've got a Nagash, but you are, because we're Staralac Lords. They can run and charge and retreat and charge.
Both brilliant rules to have in Age of Sigmar. Let's be honest.
And that's just for the Staralac. So you lose your armor save, but turn 1 charge, because you're going to get the second turn, or because you've got way too many drops.
Yeah.
And you put Nagash down. The enemy's going to go, I'm not letting you go first. I'm going to try to kill Nagash in turn 1.
Yeah.
Move up, shoot everything into Nagash. If Nagash dies, it doesn't matter.
No, that's
You've got the Stalkers to go in and just mince. Also, Null Myriad with Nagash. I'm just trying to write a few Nagash lists, because you don't see Nagash with Bonereapers.
No. Well, he's over there.
Is it? I don't think
Is that Bonereapers?
Oh, that is Bonereapers.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's got knights, so that's a very fast list. If he's doing the Staralac list, I'm going to be very upset.
You thought you were trailblazing.
I thought of this idea 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It's the same with the Arcanauts. I had the idea of having 120 Arcanauts, all with skyhooks, the gun line. I came up with that idea a month before somebody went on the Warhammer podcast and said, how'd you play your Arcanauts? I play it with 120 guns. I was like, for God's sake, I'm always too late to the party.
You need to paint quicker.
I do. Oh, I don't paint, we all know this. I don't paint. So it looks like Arkan's taken a high vantage point to not get hit.
Yeah, he's been hiding up there since the game started.
Since the game. No, are these Seekers down in this corner still alive?
Yeah, they've stuck around. I'm assuming they're getting ready to just charge wherever the Star next lands.
Yeah. Oh, they're playing Starfall.
Yeah. So
what else have you got here on the board? You've got the mirror there. You've got the 10. Is that 10 or 15 Seekers?
It was 20, but he took 6 off at the start of the game when the rain hit him.
Oh
and
wow!
did 12 mortal wounds.
Jesus.
That was the first roll.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Nexus around the middle of the board. That's where I would have put mine. Maybe I would have off-centered it. Maybe on the right-hand flank between the 2 towers, just to try to mitigate flank movements on there, so I could focus more in the middle and the left flank.
So would you be doing this now then? Would you be moving up, or would you be worried about these Hellstriders in this back corner?
Arkan can take on Hellstriders.
Yeah.
He's a bit flimsy, but in Petrifex Elite and with all the mortal wounds, the three abilities to cast mortal wounds,
You'd be able to just snipe them off.
Yeah, I mean, you cast Drain Vitality on them, you cast Protection of Nagash on Arkan, and then a mortal wound. Arkan is going to be able to charge into those Hellstriders, do some damage, and if the Hellstriders get him, Arkan can then teleport to the other side of the board and claim an objective over there.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and that's how I play Arkan. I charge him into something with Protection of Nagash, especially if we're...
jump out, yeah.
So, mine and James's lists are very simple. He's running Petrifex Elites with a couple of Harvesters with a load of guards. I play the exact same list, but I choose Catapults.
Okay.
And I also take Catacross, because having 5 Relentless Discipline at the start of every turn is just so necessary. I see he's actually added in a Liege Cavalos to get him those 2 relentless disciplines. So he's starting off the game with 3 at least. I don't know if he's got any more heroes in there. He must have another wizard by the looks of it. He must do. Somewhere hidden. Well, he may not, but 3 relentless disciplines.
We've got his list here, I think.
Yeah, let's have a look at his list.
Small talk. I'll have to try and find it. Give me a second.
Sure thing. I'll just continue talking. So his Mortep guards with a harvester. I mean, I've tried to kill that with my own Mortep guard, and we were there for 5 turns, doing about a wound each turn. I was able to kill him because I had more relentless discipline. So I had the bludgeon, the rerolls to my saves, and all he was doing was harvester hunting.
Yeah.
So like, you killed 1, I removed 1, 4 up, he's returned, and he just kept on rolling. I ended up taking 10 models off by the end of the game.
Yeah, you missed the game before this was the Bonereapers against the Zinch list.
Oh yeah.
Now that was a grind.
Really?
We got through 2 turns.
How? I mean, who was the winner on that? Zinch?
The Bonereapers took it like 10-0.
Really?
Yeah, he made a little bit of a mistake. He left a gap between his 3 infantry blocks, so the Seekers got through the gap into his back lines, but completely fluffed their attacks.
Yep.
And then he was killing maybe a couple at a time, and he was
just going, yep, you can have that. I'm just going to heal them straight back.
Yeah, he had 40 sat on the main objective, and then
you're not clearing that.
He tried to avoid the pink horrors as much as possible. Yeah, so he finished like 10-0, but they only got through 2 turns.
Yeah, Jesus. I mean, what I love about James's list is that he's taking the spears. I've taken all swords.
Yeah, I think he's got the spears on the big unit, and I think he's got 220 units of swords.
Yeah, which is... I'm not a massive fan of the spears just because they don't have that rend built in.
I guess so when you got 40 guys, you're looking to get that extra range to maximise.
Yeah, I mean, instead of rolling, so with a basic unit of 40, when you go into something big, you're only really going to get maybe 15 guys in range on 25 mils. So him with spears, you're going to be getting at least 25, which you then double to 50 attacks. And then with another command point to give them an extra attack, that's 75 attacks. So having no rends doesn't really matter.
Volume, isn't it? What about the Slaanesh list? You're a big
Slaanesh list. I've played a lot of Slaanesh. I've against it a lot.
An unusual list, I think. Only one seeker, isn't it? And
yeah, it's
infantry heavy. Obviously, it's Godseekers.
It's Godseekers, is it? Well, Godseekers is still a very powerful.
It's my favourite, I think. Godseekers, I really do.
Well, it's just like at the start of the turn, I'm going to get loads of relentless discipline and not relentless command points and depravity points.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I'm just going to move forward into your half. And I mean, he's had like board control since the start because he's literally just piled in.
Yeah, I think Seekers. I don't value Seekers. It's the Hellstriders.
Yeah,
because Hellstriders are cheaper, and they do. And they do more damage, relatively.
Yeah.
So they're more points efficient, but they're mortal units, they're not demons. And that's the issue.
Yeah.
So with, when you're taking God Host, I believe you have to have an equal number of, or you have to have more demons or something. There's one of the hosts, which is you have to have an even number. I think it could be Salaxes.
Oh, possibly, yeah. I don't think something.
And with my buddy who plays it, he takes 2 keepers, Salaxi, and 3 units.
Now that's a more traditional kind of isn't have your 3 keepers. You lose one and you just bring one back anyway because you've not lost that many depravity points.
But Bonereapers were really the hard counter because you would throw in your keepers into a unit of 30 Mortep guard, make them fight last, do 2 rounds of attacks, and only kill about 8.
Yeah. So, as a Bonereaper player, then, what armies worry you?
Anything with guns.
So, Overlords.
Oh, Overlords
cities.
Terrify me. Cities, not so much.
No.
Because cities are weak. Cities are relatively quite squishy.
Yeah.
So, but it depends on what list of cities. Because anything with high amounts of magic is terrifying.
Yeah.
Anything with high amount of shooting is terrifying. It's mortal wound output, so a corn army would not scare me.
No.
A Khorne army with Scarbrand
Yeah, it might be
doing
more of a problem.
32 mortal wounds to a unit. It doesn't matter if I've got 30 Mortep guards with rerollable saves. If they don't have ensorcel their shields, which gives them that mortal wound save, you're just going, okay, let me just take this unit off the board now. I'm going to cry because you've killed a sixth of my army.
Yeah.
If I were to play against this demon list, against the Slaanesh list, the only thing I'd be scared about is the movement.
Yeah.
But where James doesn't have the catapults, he has to get into close combat, and he doesn't have the speed to catch up. But the catapults, which is why I think all armies should have at least a catapult and possibly another one, or a harvester if you've got taking a big block of units, because the catapult is a deterrent.
Yeah.
Because that unit of 5 Seekers, it's got a 5-up save, and all it takes is one catapult to kill one shot to go through on the catapult. That's half the unit dead.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he's worrying, can 3 Seekers charge into a catapult and kill it? The answer is no. So the Harvester is good for the block of 40, because that 40 unit doesn't die.
No.
It just doesn't.
Yeah.
So what I feel that Archon should be doing is mitigating, is to nullify the speed of the Seekers by charging into them with protection of the
Can you
gash.
shuffle up that?
Yeah,
so
of course.
you can see the computer. Might have to do some round commentary while I just fill out some extra scores that got missed off the last
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no worries.
kill point scores. I'll take a piece of paper and I'll get everything up there.
James,
I've got all
who won priority? Also, Slaanesh.
James,
Oh.
they're called Mike.
They're both called Mike.
How did you get it wrong?
Sorry,
Michael and Michael.
At least the
Michael
answer.
and Michael. Yeah, but I call him James because his name is Mike James McPherson or something.
yeah.
Mike Jameson or something. I call him James all the time. I don't know why. I'm very bad with names. But with
So this keeper, look out, she's coming straight up the middle.
that keeper is going to be aiming straight for that harvester.
Yeah.
That's the
Actually,
target.
it looks like she's going for a Arco. She's got the cloak, she can fly.
Can she not?
No, she's got the cloak.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
Also, she can get up there.
Yeah, she can hit him.
If James doesn't have protection of the gash on Archon, that could be a dead Archon right there.
Yeah.
Did you go for Arkham?
Oh, yeah.
Those 2 harvesters, this game over. If you go for those 2 harvesters, how many points is that? 16?
Yeah.
No, 11.
11.
They've only got 10 wounds.
Or 10 each.
Oh yeah, is there 2 there?
There's 2 there. 2 harvesters.
I would go for Archon.
Harvesters and each capitals. How many wounds between them?
Lee's Cavalos is, I believe it's 7.
Can you drop those 2?
I would go for the Liege Cavalos at this point, but it's a really difficult one because the Liege Cavalos is giving you 2 relentless disciplines. You get rid of him, you're not getting 2 at the beginning of the turn, and you're losing a unit straight off the bat. So you're not rolling enough relentless discipline dice. Kill the Harvester as well, which is really easy to. That's another unit gone, and you've lost your regen. But Archon is the fast one, and in a game of objectives, Archon can get to the other side of the board.
You can't bring whole units back, can you?
No, but he's also the healing power. So you kill Archon, there's no more healing for the Bonereapers. And Archon, if he's got protection of the gash, he can jump into those Seekers. Seekers all have to do is do 1 wound that's unsaved, and Archon is going to go barreling over the other side of the board and claim an objective.
So if the Seeker kills Archon now, what in that backline of the Bonereapers have they got that can handle the Seeker anyway?
The 40 guards.
Aren't they pinned in? I can't see, the screen's gone obviously.
They're not. They've not been. I mean, they killed the chariots.
Well, I would think this thing of 20 Seekers is about carling to them.
The Seekers won't do anything. The Seekers will bounce.
Yeah, but isn't he just going to want to hold them?
it could hold them, and if one of them, if he only clips one, then the Bonereapers. But then the Bonereapers, if the Seeker fails charges, the bone or like has to charge into the guard because failed its charge. The Mortep guard, will be pinned, but so you got the Liege Cavalos and Harvester protecting the guards, but the guards want to be closer to the Seeker, to the Keeper. Sorry, that block of 14. He's changing his movement plan by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's going to hit his other flank.
So he's going to hit the other flank where there's a unit of 10 or 8 or whatever it is, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 that I can see. Again, they're not going to be able to do enough damage. Maybe with mortal wounds, but I don't think they have enough. I mean, maybe 15 of them will be able to do enough damage. Those 10 demonettes are just going to sit on that objective and not worry, but that's where a catapult would take them out in one shot. 5-up save, you're not going to make those saves with 4 shots. It's a really difficult one because if the Keeper, if Archon is able to survive 1 round of combat against the Keeper with protection of the gash, that Keeper will not be able to attack him a second time because Archon will disappear and heal. But if the Keeper gets really lucky on the dice rolls and
with the claws, then
10 mortal wounds, he's got a 6-up death save, and then a 5-up protection of the gash. I would reckon 3 of them would be saved. So it's just the sword and the hand, and the sword can do it. It looks like the Seekers. By the looks of it, summoning in a unit of 10 demonettes, probably to hold that objective where the mirror is. Yep. So by the looks of it, the Slaanesh player is holding 2 objectives, and there is one objective that Mike is holding, the Bonereapers, with his Liege Cavalos in unit of 10. But if the Seekers get lucky and kill that unit in the first turn, there'll be 3 objectives that they hold. And then they're on the back foot. Did you remember to do your death save? Ah, that's fine. Oh, did you? So this is what it means. Archon can now teleport anywhere on the battlefield more than 9 inches away from any enemy units. So Archon is now protected. And Archon is now going to go to the backboard. Or he may not do, or may not be. But what I would do is I'll put him behind the backboard by the unit of 10. There we go. That's exactly where I would put him. Because now...
So now he can threaten that objective, and he's also out of the
range of the Keeper, so the Keeper only has 1 target to go into, is the Liege Cavalos and the Harvester, and then if he kills those, he's then got the Mortep Guard, and the Mortep Guard will absolutely munch. And the depravity points are being used up to summon the unit of 10, so he can go in without any real issue and start killing things because he doesn't have enough depravity points next turn to summon a Keeper. Who, Archon? Well, the spell's gone now, so
AJ might have left it in table 2.
Really?
Yeah, all the buff us today. There's 4 units of flesh hounds, consecrated assault priest,
Oh, we can do it. Who's he up against?
20 clan rats, 4
Henrik's
plague
dirty
monks,
scathing.
and the vermin lord. That's it. So their table, I mean, the other table's got loads of stuff on it, but their table has 20 clan rats, 4 plague monks, and a vermin lord.
That's still
4
enough.
units of 5 flesh hounds, consecrated assault priest.
I don't know how to call that one because the Vermin Lord can do damage, but
The vermin lord's not got very many wounds left.
no. So that's actually a really close game.
Well, it depends if
What's the
Joe rolls a 6 on the Realmscape feature,
Yeah.
that's 40 dead plague monks.
Ah.
I mean, not 40, maybe like 36.
Yeah, but that's
it.
enough. That's enough to just for Henrik to go. Oh dear.
There's got 20 clan rats left, but 5 flesh hounds can take 20 clan rats.
Oh god, yeah. Any day of the
But
week.
what he needs to do is kill the vermin lord.
Yes.
If he kills the vermin lord, then nothing's bounced off the moon, and then Joe rolls.
Yeah.
And also, I haven't seen how much blood type he's got, which is probably a lot.
Yeah, because if he's got a blood type, that's another bloodthirster. Oh dear. So the keeper is.
Yeah, he's going to go for that charge.
Yeah, the keeper's charged. The 10 demonettes in the back have charged Arkan. He's gone into the Liege Cavalos and the Harvester.
Can you take both those?
The Liege Cavalos has got a 2-up save at the moment with a sit with the first wound ignored the first battle round. Each phase, sorry, because of the Godbone armor. I think the Harvester with a 3-up save. He's got good rends, -1, -2.
Lots of damage on the claws.
Lots of damage on the claws with mortal wounds. If he attacks twice, then yes, both are dead. But I don't know. It's hard to say because without knowing the dice rolls, it's difficult to say. I don't know who's been rolling. It's tricky. It's tricky. I think the keeper's going to kill both, but she doesn't want to. She really doesn't want to because if she does, she's going to leave herself open to 30 to 40 mortal guards. And Mike spends his relentless discipline before, so he can go. All right, well, I'm just going to spend my reroll saves. Or it doesn't even need it because keeper doesn't need to, so he can just go. I'm going to give them extra attack and bludgeon from the Liege Cavalos and bludgeon from themselves, and just go.
Yeah, so just pump up the counter charge.
Yeah. And then. It'd be nice to know what Mike did with his Nexus. Let's see, what's this attacking? Probably the Demonettes against Arkan. So if Arkan hasn't taken any wounds so far,
10, go through, that's nice.
4-up save. So 4 unsaved. So 4 more wounds.
Down to 6, I think now.
I think he's got 5 wounds left, Arkan.
Yeah.
Oh, is the Cavalos attacking the keeper?
Yeah, I believe so.
Right. The thing with the Cavalos is the Cavalos can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of dice rolling here.
Yeah. Because the Cavalos has probably got the. Alright, let's see what this is. So that's 6 damage so far on the keeper.
Another 5 saves tonight, then.
Another 5 saves, -1.
Oh, 6 is there now. I saved them all.
I think he failed. How many did you fail in that roll? What's the keeper on? taken 9. So she has 3 wounds left, I think. I think she has 3 wounds left. Got 12 wounds each. 14. So it's 3 or 5. Either way, that's down to not the lowest bracket, but she's been hit hard.
Yeah, so she's going to lose 2 damage on the impaling claws, which is quite a big blow.
But that's only 6 mortal wounds then, and that is big.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so that keeper's... That was 2 6s rolled in the first attack. 7 wounds and -1 against the Leash Cavalos by the looks of it. And 6 up death save. That was a reroll by the looks of it. And death save. Oh, this was against the Mortep guard. Okay.
What's in with Mortep guard at the minute?
I think something attacked the Mortep guard. Oh, there's a hero there.
Oh yeah, okay. Is that the mask maybe?
I think so. There was a lot of dice roll, to be fair, so yeah, that's the mask. I can see it from here. So the mask did, I think, 2 deaths against the Mortep guard.
Flipped to the very corner as well.
Yeah.
That's good.
If only... Oh, you bought me a Luke, thank you very much. Not spawn.
Other energy drinks are available.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's the game looking?
It's close. I think it's close because that keeper's nearly dead. Arkan's teleported to the back board, so it's. I think it could be quite good.
I think the biggest mistake was not going straight for Harvester.
He made the right choice.
He went for the captains.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% the right choice.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Because the Harvester is giving them that 4-up save. So
Doesn't matter. They can't move fast.
3-up re-rolling, then a 4-up save.
Thing with a big group of guard like that is you ignore it because they can only hold one objective.
There's only 3 Star Strike, isn't there?
So if you only leave that unit of harvester, that harvester and that unit of 40 alive, hey?
Yeah, it's that corner.
Yep, Arkan. That's why I say Arkan is a really good hero. He's a monster. He can do damage. He can run into a basic unit and wipe them.
Yeah.
So Arkan with protection with a gash.
Yeah, he gets hit.
Gets hit by shooting, and then he tests it because that's exactly what happened with the keeper. The keeper wanted to charge Arkan.
Yeah, but he shot him.
Shot him first, and Arkan went, "I'm going over here." Teleported.
As a second.
So I'm just doing an appreciation post. So some people may not know, but I'm not just a avid Age of Sigmar player, but I'm also helping run the media team this year at Beachhead. So
is that what you've been up to? This
otherwise I would have been playing.
You were playing AOS.
I really do, because my leg is killing me today. I was running around like a blue ass fly yesterday. It was painful.
What other armies do you play then? You've got Bonereapers, what else?
I've got Bonereapers. I'm starting a Caradron's list because if I'm going to play an army, I want to play the hard counter to it. Just to learn.
Go for the yin and the yang.
Yeah, just to learn how I can deal with Arkanauts.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for another dwarf release. Really.
Yeah.
I'm a dwarf player at heart, but I'm also waiting for another death release. I've thought about getting into other death armies, but none of them really entice me like Bonereapers did. What I'm really excited for is the old world. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. It's where this is back out.
Oh yeah. Let me just post up this post.
1-2, I think.
When retreating.
So is this round 4 or 5?
This is round 5. This is the final.
Oh, this is the final.
These are the only 2 non-losing players. So whoever wins this,
really?
is going through.
Oh wow, this is amazing. Honor joins for the AOS final on live stream. Let's see, what's the live stream? I don't know.
I don't think it's been live streamed. It's going to be recorded and then posted.
Okay.
You see these Zinch army. The Zinch army is really interesting as well.
Yeah.
For the the Seeker bomb. It's really good.
Okay, hang on, let's just post this up. There we go. There we go. Right, so let's see what's happened. That has the keeper attacked yet?
It looks like he's psyching himself up.
Yeah, because I don't think I've seen much dice rolling in that few seconds. I think this is the keeper attacking now. Oh. So that's 2 mortal saves.
Is that the one I picked about? Just going to knock all these cans over. Set fire to the tabletop.
Was that the keeper attacking? 1 wound.
So what have you brought here, Simon?
Dryker and some tree revenants.
Oh, you starting a little Sylvaneth-y army?
Sylvaneth army, yeah.
That was a.
I'm literally just painting the Durfu with his paint. But I might make room for more than one Durfu in my army.
Yeah. I don't. That was the.
Are you going to run Living Cities? Or are you going to run
I'm going to start with Sylvaneth and then probably get some move into the cities and build it up.
Dryker comes on board edge, shoot, move, charge.
Nah.
Durfu comes on board edge, shoot, move, charge.
No. You want to do.
Tree Lord puts down your trees for you. And then you just
Don't listen to Tim. Don't get tempted. Play Mono Sylvaneth. Play Mono Sylvaneth because Mono Sylvaneth is fun. It was an army I made. No, don't do.
Eternal Guard, I do love Eternal Guard.
Yeah, no, just you wait. Teclis has got a re-release. Just wait till Orion gets re-released.
We discussed it.
You know.
We won't do it again.
Yeah, we don't like Teclis, we've decided. Don't like his trousers.
We don't like his trousers.
Why not? He's a fae. It's not. He's made out of leaves. Don't you start on this because there's nothing wrong with baggy trousers made out of leaves. All right.
Yeah, baggy trousers.
They're not jump trousers now, are they? They're trackies.
We're not keen on the
They're not.
Who's wearing trackies? Forget him.
Yeah, right. But because he's wearing roost. Yeah, running around with his 2 wolfhounds, you know, bigging it up in the forest of Athlon. Athlon, sorry.
Put it back on table 2.
Really?
You can never count Henrik out. He's always got some filthy plan.
He's German, isn't he, Henrik? He's German, isn't he? Or
Yeah.
Of course he's got something up. He's German.
That's borderline racism on the stream. But
Well, it's not. It's not if it's true.
No, everyone always does have a plan.
Yeah. So you think you've got Henrik? Because I played a game against Henrik.
He's probably him and Tim are the best players in the entire group, I would say.
Yeah. I've not played Tim yet, unfortunately. I played Henrik and it was a really close game, but I misplaced my catacross. I didn't do enough damage with my catapults. I've not had the pleasure to fight Tim, but I played Mike on the playing the Bonereapers, and yeah, that was a tough game.
Yeah.
That was a real tough game.
Where do you normally play?
Enjoyment.
Oh, Entombment.
Yeah.
How have we not bumped into each other playing AOS?
It's because usually I'm busy on a Tuesday. I go to another gaming club on Tuesday to play.
Cheating on us.
Well, it's I don't know why I just come to Beach because it's cheaper in petrol and more fun, if I'm being honest. No, I just don't want to spend all my afternoons in Bournemouth.
No.
You know, I want to go see the world a bit. The world being the world being the other side of Salisbury.
The AOS World Tour.
But no, I still haven't painted any more of my Bonereapers since I did my mass paint of 5 Mortep guards and only did the bases of them.
Yeah. Well, myself and F, I'm a big contrast fan because Tim insists on you painting your models, which annoys me no end.
It's like, it's sprayed, leave me alone.
Yeah, but I've decided I'm actually going to properly paint this army, so
yeah.
it'll be a slow grow.
Yeah, I was a part of the Dorset League, Dorset Cup, before I had to drop out due to health reasons, and every single game I played in my intro games I was 130 points down, so I just didn't build my last 10 models. So I was coming to the game going, I'm playing at 1870 or 1860, and I still won. Apart from Mike, I've won the other 2 games.
Well, you're showing off now.
Showing off? No, I wasn't showing off. If I actually had those 10 models, I would have played a lot differently. But no, it was just the catapults did so much damage. Let's see. Let's have a look here. I think Arkan's doing some magic.
Yeah.
I think that's a hand of dust. Oh, not hand of dust. Curse of years.
Oh, there's a dab.
Absolutely nothing. That's curse of years for you. Yeah. Because with curse of years, what you do at home, and any Arkan player will roll 10 dice at home and like theory hammer and math hammer how much, and you think yes, this is good. Curse of years is worth it. And then on the day, you cast it 8 times, and you do about 1 mortal wound in the entire 8 games.
You kill a ghoul.
You kill a ghoul, which then gets hot back up.
Yeah.
I believe that is a bone-tied shrieker that's going down. And the bone-tied shrieker adds 1 to hit rolls for for Bonereapers that are within 18 or 12. I think it's 12, and -1 bravery for units within 12.
Okay.
Which is why I wanted to do a Mortis Praetorian list with Catacross, Liege, Cavalos, Sandos, because he gives a -1.
Yeah.
So put down the Bone-Tied Shrieker, that's a -1. Then you do the Shards of Nazagizar, which is a -2.
Yeah.
And then all you do is you take a wizard to do mortal wound. That's -1, and you're now on a -5 bravery. Okay. Then I realised, hang on, there's no point doing that because
everything
ignores bravery.
I always get excited and I'm like, you can make a really good bravery bomb out of this army.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well,
No.
everything ignores it
No
anyway.
point.
Even Skaven ignore it.
Yeah. I tried to talk about this yesterday, but Tim quieted me down very quickly. A lot of people say that Petrifex Elite is very overpowered, and I do agree. Having the +1 save is astronomical.
Yeah.
But I've come up with a theory and a way to make it balanced. It costs a relentless discipline to use it for 1 phase, and it affects the entire army.
Yeah.
So it's in the shooting phase. Do you have any rend? No. Well, I won't use it then.
Yeah.
In the combat phase, well, I've only got 1 unit. But do I want to spend 1 relentless discipline to keep 1 unit alive?
Yeah.
And then you have to use it for the reroll shields anyway, the reroll saves, and the bludgeon.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm using 3
For 1 unit.
in 1 unit.
Yeah.
If you've got multiples, it's a no-brainer, but it means that the cycling of relentless discipline becomes more of a thing.
Do you think it's something that they will change?
I hope they do. I hope they just tweak it a little bit, because there's so many armies out there which don't have abilities like that. Because Khorne don't have anything compared to the Bonereapers. And you know, all these books that are releasing, you're looking at it and just going, this is good, but it's not Bonereaper good.
Yeah, I think that was kind of like when the Ogres came out.
Yeah.
You were kind of like, well, actually, the Ogre book's really good, it's really fun. But then everyone was like, well, it's not great because you were comparing it to the Bonereapers that came out on the same week, whatever it was.
And I think the Ogres are amazing because they've got some of the strongest shooting.
Yeah.
You know, their scrap launchers, their iron blasters, iron guts. You know, they're not as strong as the Arkanauts, but before the Arkanauts got their new book, I would argue they were one of the stronger shooting armies.
And the rare thing as well of a shooting army, they can actually punch you in the face as well.
Yeah, and
and on top of that, they're very fun.
They really are fun. I mean, a gentleman called Tony Kirby, he's playing ogres down on, I don't know what table it is, but he's in a green shirt. He's over there somewhere. He's down the other end of the hall. And yeah, it looks like he would take the army I would do, which is loads of iron guts, loads of lead belchers, sorry.
Yeah, like the underguts, yeah?
Yeah. So let's see, the harvest. Ooh, okay. Here we go. So he's actually split off the harvester from the group of 40 and has attacked the keeper. And the unit of 10 guards have swung round to... oh no, they've not swung round, have they? They've stayed there.
Yeah.
But the 40 guard have moved up to get that objective, and they are now claiming it because there's more models around it.
Yeah, and that's not going to be easy to move off there.
No.
In fact, they're not going to move that off.
No, they really aren't. And you got that bone-tied shrieker kind of being a model in the way for Arkan, giving him a bit of a respite from those seekers. But if this goes well for Mike, the Bonereapers, not Mike the Slaanesh player, I think this could be GG. That was the keeper's ability of you target a hero, and if they accept the deal,
temptation, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But Mike said no, so he had to take a load of mortal wounds. Did he do mortal wounds? 4 mortal wounds. Kill it. What it was, I've got the sides, that's the clubs, isn't it? Yeah.
How many depravity points are in the pool?
Mike. Yeah. How many depravity points you on? He's not saying, he's not. 23? Oh, he's halfway to another keeper.
Yeah. Not a lot left to generate on that.
No. I don't think he should summon another keeper. I think he needs to summon chaff. He needs to summon fiends or something. Chariot would do. Uh-oh. Is this the beginning of the end of Arkan? This could. That's a lot of dice rolling. At 7 wounds. -1. Nah, Arkan's still alive. He takes 1 wound. Jesus. That's the power of Petrifex. So that would be a 5-up save if it wasn't. It's just too good.
Yeah. Which is why every army you see's got it.
Yeah. which is why I want to start steering away from it, because it's gonna get hammered. It's going to get the hammer soon.
Yeah.
You could just see it coming, and people are going to be so upset by it. They're like, "Oh, you've ruined my list." It's like, it was a broken list to begin with. Stop you complaining. The only reason why you're a good player is because you're using a broken list.
Yeah,
if you're a good player, you would have seen it coming, and you would have changed your list and started winning with a Sterilak Lords with an Arcot, with a Nagash.
Yeah.
Now I'm just rubbing my own ego now with that one. That's it. Hang on, Arkan's dead. Oh, he teleported again. I missed that. Oh, is he back down here with the? Yeah, that's why I couldn't see him. He's hiding behind the building. That's hilarious. So yeah, what do you do? Do you summon in a unit of 10 to hold that objective and try to clear off that block, like the hero blob down south on the bottom objective?
Maybe. What, can bring fiends in, maybe?
Don't think he has enough depravity for things. Priority is over to Slaanesh again.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do with Slaanesh at this point. I really don't.
What's the current score?
Mike. Joe's going up to see the score. So turn 4, 6-3 to, I think it's 6-3 to Bonereapers. This is really quite an interesting map. Oh, it's gone. Just fine. You can summon it back next turn. And Arcan's no longer on the -1 to cast. Right, let's see Sowers. What is he going to do? So what's the score? 6-3? 6-8,
Yeah.
sorry.
So Slaanesh is in front by 2, but Bonereapers have now got obviously holding 2. And there's definitely a lack of Slaanesh models on the table now.
So
it's going to be interesting to see what gets summoned in at the end of this movement.
So it's going to be weird because it's the way these points work. If the Bonereapers have a good turn forward, they won't be able to be beaten. So if the Bonereaper wins this, I'm going to throw all the dice at him because he won with the Petrifex Elite list, and there's no skill in that. He agrees. Yeah, I know. I'm just having a go at you just because I play the same list. Yeah. No. I didn't mind playing against you. It was the fact that my catapults did sod all to your harvesters. Yeah, and then you got them in combat. I was like, for God's sake.
This must be a long game when it's.
It lasted about 3 hours. It was 3 hours worth of game, and it was like by turn 2, I was already going, oh, for fuck's sake. By turn 4, I was on the floor going, I'm done. Yeah, you were. Shall I tell you why? I didn't have a catacross. Ever since I've had a catacross in my list, I've not really lost a game. Actually, no, that's a lie. I did lose one, and it was just the biggest balls up on my half. It was I threw catacross forward far too early, and he got hit, and I was like, oh no! I now have no relentless discipline. I can't do any of my shield walls. Oh dear.
That's my biggest weakness. I always push the forward and then go charge.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, hello.
Alright, gents. You want to whack it on the back of there and they'll update it?
Lovely. Oh, how'd it go?
I'm tired now, but yeah, it's very enjoyable.
Nice.
Apart from Nagash, he's like that. Okay, box.
How are you playing Nagash? What were you using him in?
Obviously our Bonereapers.
Good boy. Which legion?
Petrifex Elite.
Oh, for God's sake, get out there. You're
I
done.
haven't actually won any games.
Have you not?
No, I've just been crushed pretty much every game. Apart from my second game, I tabled him but didn't get any good points.
Oh, you muppet. Oh, good show, to be honest.
So, how many points did you say it was? 440.
There's one there.
Yeah, so you got 440 off me.
I mean, I love it how I'm a Bonereaper list. I'm a Bonereaper player, and even I'm telling people who are playing Petrifex Elite to get out. I'm a massive hypocrite, even I'll admit that.
Yeah.
But I'm allowed to be, because I'm cheeky and lovable. I'm not.
So there's our kill points.
Thank you,
then,
sir.
It was a 20-0 to me.
Perfect.
That's my kill points for our game.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Put it 0, but yeah. The app's not working.
The app's not working.
When I was putting it in. Rick can't do it.
Rick refuses to use technology.
So what's going on?
By the looks of it, the Keepers are getting ready to make the Seekers are ready to make a charge into the units of 10 with swords. And again, trying to clear that unit off the board to then claim that objective and get a few points for that. And hopefully try not to get mobbed by the Harvester, Archon, and the Liege Cavalos.
He got 80 points.
Got 80 points.
The harpy. I think he summoned a harp lady. Or has she always been there?
One of those games where. What do we do with painting, Tim? Have we got to do painting or anything?
Oh yeah, did you do Coolest Army? Yeah, I'm sure Coolest Army.
I'm just going to see what he summoned in.
Yeah, I was going to see what he's bringing in.
He summoned in another harp lady.
Another harp lady.
Yeah, so he's now got 2 harp ladies on the boards, probably for Magic Denial. I don't know why he's put in a harp lady. Maybe another hero?
No, I don't know. Is he going to summon off her? He's going to summon off her.
But he can't because he summoned a harp.
Is he not going to spare points?
I don't think he does. So otherwise he would have used him. So he summoned in a harp lady. You summoned in a harp lady. Did you summon anything else in? Oh, is he not? Oh. Right. Yeah. So he hasn't summoned. Yeah. So he hasn't summoned in a harp lady. My apologies. It was just there. The mask wiped out units. And you've got the.
He had those hidden.
Yeah, I didn't see them. Now, the thing with Seekers is they do mortal wounds when they attack. So they got the claws. But I don't think it's enough, I really don't. Be interesting to see. So now he's created a wall with his 10 demonettes to stop those Mortep Guard from crashing on through. So it's turn 4. Yeah. 20 minutes left of the 40k tournament, so I'm going to have to pop off soon and do a bit of recording of that. So I've still got to do my main job.
Yeah. I thought this was now your main job.
Well, next year, if you'll have me on full time, I'll be happy to talk about games and toys and all that.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds good to me.
Try to become a bit more of a AOS savvy. Try to have loads of books and all the lists in front of me. I can do stats and all that.
Yeah, well, in my defence, I got woke to this on Friday afternoon, so I'm not the most prepared. But,
I know there's a bit of dry silence, but we're both quite intoxicated by the game and go like, I'm really excited to see how this plays out. Both players are looking quite nervous and fragile. They've both got those smiles on going, this could either work or could either not. Yeah. Yes.
Is that Coolest Army as well, is it?
Yeah, please.
And best player?
Yeah.
Best player, Coolest Army.
Thank you.
Oh, my name was on there? Of course. And here we go. Another
Please, sir.
in the box.
Both? Yep.
Yes, please. Really?
Hitting them all.
Who do you pick?
Brilliant. You could have picked me. You could have. That's nice. It's always good to know that. I think that's really a comment about the AOS community. How, yeah, they're all lovely players. I don't think there's anybody part of the main gaming group who's a bit nice. Oh, you not done well.
Dave's looking a bit worn out.
Yeah, he looks tired. Looks sad.
He looks sad.
He looks sad. I don't know what's happening over there. Oh no.
They're still playing. Maybe it's not going well. Well, the corn scathing game that Tim predicted to be over in 20 minutes is still
going.
Along,
I'm going to have a look at the corn. I'm going to have a look at the corn scathing and report back.
On that.
Right, there's a few giant rat units that have been glomped by flesh hounds, and they're being taken down. The Vermin Lord is basically left untouched since we last saw him. But the 40 Plague Monks have been charged by some flesh hounds, but they've only clipped 3.
Ah, okay.
And the main glob of it, because he's strung out them in a line, they won't be able to pile in and do loads of attacks. So, and the other Khorne hero, I think it was a blood skull taker. He's connected with the unit of clan rats.
Ah, okay.
So, who knows? Because he's got, because where they are, there's like all the Khorne units are on objectives.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by the looks of it.
Okay.
Or they're close to. I think the middle one is being contested by the Plague Monks, and the other one is being contested by the clan rats. But he's got his hero there killing them. And the other one is held by giant rats.
Giant rats.
Yeah. And we can see here, it's being glomped. Arkan's been charged by 5 Seekers, but Arkan is wounded. He's only got 5, 6. I think it's.
I think he's got 5 left.
No, he's got 4 because he took a wound earlier.
Oh, 4, yeah, okay.
So
yeah, of course, yeah.
He's got 4 wounds. That the Harvester's been glomped by the looks of it, 5 or 6. And the Morteb Guard have been glomped by the 14 unit. And he's left the Cavalos, and I think the Cavalos can pile in and attack somebody. I'm going to get a better viewing of it. The Harvester. That's gonna be a good one.
So just talk us through that. What did you just say?
So, the Mask is also charged a half, so you could see.
Yeah.
The units of 14 have charged into the Leash Cavalos, but he's keeping that one back where his hand is just to get the reroll 1s from the Harp Lady.
Oh, so that's why she's moving up then, yeah?
That's why she's moved up a bit. Probably out of a defensible position. And I don't think Mike has protection of Nagash on Arkan.
Disappointing to hear the TO's army is probably not.
We just went and got a quick check up of it. Yeah.
Joe failed all his key charges.
Oh, did he? So I went over there and I said it could be a close game, and because he's got flesh hounds on loads of on the objectives.
Yeah, it's just that everything being battleship immune from the Vermin Lord.
Needs to kill the Vermin Lord, and he hasn't. That's it.
Lasted a lot longer than we
thought. Key
thought.
charges and stuff like that as well. Because otherwise, last time he'd have held 2 objectives to Hemlock's 1, and he tagged the Plague Monks to no fair, so they couldn't go anywhere. We've literally one model being able to fight from the Plague Monks each time, so they're strung out so far.
Now this is the big units 14 attacking into the Morteb Guards. So they get their rerolls. And I believe that's 2 dead from all of the attacks. Yep, that's 2 dead so far. Then against the Liege Cavalos. Six up, death save. Cavalot. Do you have the Godbone armour on him? Helmut Discord. Nice. So I tell a lie, he didn't have the Godbone armour. So, that Liege Cavalos is still alive. That's big. That's big. So now they're talking about. So Mike, Bonereapers are going to attack next, and they're just.
Coolest and favourite.
In there, please, sir. Thank you very much.
And they're just talking about which of Mike's the Bonereapers units are going to attack first.
Yeah. Where would you be starting with this?
I would go for the Liege Cavalos because the mask is right next to her. Do as much damage with the Liege Cavalos, but then Arkan's also wounded, so I don't know. Whoever he attacks with, something might die.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't attack with the Liege Cavalos and tries to kill the mask, then Arkan is probably going to get hit by 5. I think he's attacked with Arkan. Oh, but Arkan would have healed himself last turn, so he may not be as wounded.
Is that a D3 heal, is it?
3, flat 3.
A flat 3?
Yeah, 3 units. No, 4 units, 3 heal. But it's wholly within 24.
Ah, okay.
So basically, if Mike can survive this. And which unit is that? That's them, yeah. If it wasn't the Cavalos, it was going to be Arkan, and Arkan did exactly what I said. Killed a unit of 5 Seekers. So now all he's got left is the mask on the... Yeah, so the mask is going to attack next. Yeah. Liege Cavalos might go bye-bye. It's 4 hits, 5 hits. He's okay.
Yep, saved him.
So, yeah. So the mask is attacked, did nothing. Everything into the Seekers. So 4 damage so far from the crushing clubs. Oh, bit of a power cut there. And followed by 5 damage in total for that round.
So,
No, that's 8 damage.
Yeah, just one left there then.
Yeah. Do your harvester. Oh, did you? No, do your harvester rolls. Dum dum. If you win, I'm going to deduct points off of you
For playing Bonereapers.
for getting your army. That's why you take the harvesters. It's not. You take the harvesters to do that. Yeah. If I played more Slaanesh, I'd also be shouting advice to the Slaanesh player. You're a dum dum, Mike.
Summon. You need a laptop.
Typey.
Oh, typey.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Continue moving up.
We think we're coming to the end of this game then?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That final attack there was supposed to cripple the heroes.
Yeah, we'll take that last objective, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing he's going to be able to do about that big block in the middle.
No, because that unit of 40 is going to advance up, kill that unit of 10, and Arkan's just going to go. Arkan's just going to move up the board.
Yeah.
After healing everything, so Mike's going to be at the end of the turn with mostly everything back up to full wounds.
Yeah. There's only the Raptuses left to take out, I guess.
2 Raptuses, a couple more Seekers, but he's still got the unit of 8 more Tep Guard to attack. I think they're attacking now, to be fair. Yeah, I think that's all he's got. I think the Mortab Guard are now attacking the big block of Seekers. So another 4 wounds. You put bludgeon on them so they don't get a save. And they have triple attack because he probably put on Endless Duty. And that's another 3 dead, so...
Those 2 boxes surrounded and someone stands on.
And as a famous internet meme says, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
11-20 from Heroes, Dan Arnold. He killed 1960, 11-20 from Heroes. And he played Doug Croucher. And Doug Croucher got 20. Dan Arnold.
And the Cablos is now attacking the last guy left. And that's him dead.
Yeah.
So that's... What was that? In that whole round there was the Mask, 2 Inner Seekers, dead, and the big blocker Seekers so negated that they are no longer a scary force, and I believe that Battle Shocked was minus 2 more models, and by the looks of it there's only 3 models left in that. Yep.
Yeah.
Can I report in some points because we can't get the app to work?
Yeah, you got them written down.
Yeah, so it was Ben Baker versus Ash. I got a major victory, and I got my secret objective. Ash got his hidden agenda too.
Right, I would love to watch the end of this game, but I think I'm being called off to do some work. So Joe, thank you very much for having me on for the past hour or so.
I think we're getting to the last drugs of the game anyway now.
Yeah. If the Bone Reaper army loses this game, I'm going to laugh a lot because he definitely shouldn't.
No, I don't think it's going to happen.
Nah.
Well, thanks for your time anyway, and we'll see you next year for
see you next
2
year.
days worth of commentary.
Oh yes. Oh god. Oh dear. Right,
That's alright, you get Lucas safe.
Yeah. Lovely. Goodbye, everybody.
Who is it? Name?
Yeah, so the Bonereapers now just healing up, bringing back dead models.
Major, and he got his objective, and he stopped up. No, Ash got his. Did it right, saved it.
So that's it. So Bonereapers for the win, 20-0. Yeah, it was pretty close I thought until third turn or so. Well, we're like a game anyway, so it's been called. So 20-0 wins Bonereapers, and our first Beachhead champion. I'm sure it's be posted up shortly, and there'll be pictures and notes from Tim because he's a marketing genius on Facebook, or maybe it's his girlfriend. I don't know, maybe. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next year, I guess.